Hello and welcome back to another video. In this problem, we're asked to find the domain and the range of the function g of x is equal to the inverse sine of 3x plus 1. So what we're going to do here is first find the domain and range of the standard inverse sine function. And we know from the fact that it's the inverse of sine that the range and the domain are going to be based on the domain and range of the original sine function. So the range of the sine function is -1 to 1. Therefore, the domain of the inverse sine function is -1 to 1. The range of the sine function is all real numbers. However, the domain of the sine function is all real numbers. However, the range of the inverse sine is not all real numbers. Because we are restricting the sine function to -pi/2 to pi/2. If we go further than that, then this function fails the horizontal line test. It's not a one-to-one function, and we can't take the inverse. Therefore, since the domain is limited from -pi/2 to pi/2, that's what the range is of the inverse function. So this is our standard domain and range. We have to apply transformations to it to find the new domain and range. So the first thing to note, I'll write the final domain and range right here. We have two transformations here. We have a horizontal shrinking by a factor of 3. And then we move it to the left 1 unit. The multiplication by a number means we are shrinking or stretching. It's being done within the function, so it's horizontal. And it's a positive whole number, so it's a shrink by that factor. If it was 1/3, then it would be a stretch. And then we're adding 1. Again, it's within the function, so it's horizontal. And +1 means it's to the left, -1 would be to the right. So these are two horizontal changes, so the range is not going to change. For this intermediate step, it's not going to change because nothing we're doing is changing the y values of the function. So let's first of all horizontally shrink the function by 3. What does that mean? That means that every x value is going to be reduced by a factor of 3. So -1, the lowest value, becomes -1/3. 1, the largest value, becomes 1/3, and all the other values fall in between. Then we're moving it to the left 1 unit, which means the domain has to go down by 1. So -1/3 minus 1 is -4/3, and 1/3 minus 1 is -2/3. So this is the domain and range of this new function after the two transformations. The domain is it goes from -4/3 to -2/3, and the range is it goes from -pi/2 to +pi/2.